Hey, what's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the channel. And on tonight's live stream, we're going to be talking more about GTA 6. So, if you guys would like to know more about what I have recently found out, I did not receive any news or any updates specifically pertaining to the game. So, I do have some stuff linked in the description if you guys would like to check that out. This is also in connections to GTA 6. So if you guys are hearing people talking about that they've already released the game, supposedly, which they have not, check out the link in the description below. It does go to, I do mention some things about what you should probably be more concerned about and also what to look out for. So, again, I definitely hope that the link in the description does help you guys out. If you guys are looking forward to checking out Rockstar's website, type in Rockstar Games, click enter. That'll take you directly to their official website. So, again, guys, if you definitely would like to check out some of the devs, also, you guys can check them out on Twitch. And as old school as I am, I'm also going to say you can check them out on Twitter. You guys can also check them out on possibly Instagram, Facebook, maybe YouTube. I don't know if they have a channel or not, but anything's possible, guys. So I hate to be the one to disappoint, but in that case, there, guys, there is a lot of stuff to be mentioned. Um, so if somebody is actually going out there and saying, "Oh yeah, it's already been released," if it's not coming directly from Rockstar, guys, it's more likely clickbait information or somebody's just out to clout seek. So there you have it, guys. Um, I will definitely keep you guys up to date, let you know what's going on with that once I find out more information about the game. Guys, I do have the chats open. If anybody would like to jump into the chats, all is welcome as well. Please be respectful to myself, my moderators, and all my viewers because negativity on this channel will not be tolerated at any given time. So again, I definitely do want to thank you guys for your understanding on this behalf. Um, Big shout out to all my moderators. Big shout out to my viewers and all my subscribers. Even a big shout out to you guys as well. So I hope I've covered enough ground there on shout outs. There's somebody I'm obviously missing. I hope I didn't miss anyone, but if I did, I will definitely catch you guys on the next stream. So anyway, if the information directly is not coming from Rockstar, I would just probably wait. I would probably wait for their announcement to be made. So once they do make their announcement, then that would be the official thing to check out. Also, you guys can even check out their other platform or other platforms that they use because they do kind of go into some, not all details, but some details about it. So they might give you little bits and pieces of it. But then again, it's likely possible that they're probably not going to say anything until the actual release date. So definitely do keep that in mind, guys. because myself, I would, if I had to guess, if I had to take a if I had to take a gander at guessing on this behalf, guys, I'm thinking it could possibly be in, maybe not yet directly in stage 1 beta testing, but it could very well be heading that way if it's not there already. But there are two different types of beta test stages. You got stage 1 beta testing, and you also have stage 2 beta testing. Stage 2 beta testing is basically more like the bug cleanups and stuff like that. It's just trying to get the game to run smooth and efficiently as much as possible without any minor discrepancies involved. Stage 1 beta testing, they're putting the game together and they're actually giving it a first time trial. So, therefore, hopefully, when the game does get released, it's not too glitchy or anything like that. But if you guys notice, if you guys ever come across any type of bugs or something, please be sure to report that directly to the devs so they can be able to fix that and possibly even patch note it if it requires, if it basically calls for that. But so they would be able to, so they'll be able to make the game a better playing experience for everyone out here. As far as I know, it's going to be for. I don't know if it's going to be for. Well, I know it's going to be for console as well, guys. But it may possibly start out for PC, but it could possibly work its way directly over to console. That I'm not 100% sure of what type of system it's going to be out for when it first gets released. So I'm just being as honest as I possibly can. So I'm not trying to mislead anyone in any way, shape, or form because this is something I do not believe in doing on the channel. So, um, I hope you guys can possibly understand where I'm coming from. But anyway, guys, there are going to, and like I have been saying, and I'm sure quite a few other YouTubers have been also mentioning this as well. This is going to be a very big year for all new games and much more to be coming out here in 2026. So I would probably say within the next few years, these are going to be some very, very interesting times because there's going to be a lot more new survival games and stuff like that also going to be coming out as well. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys have found something out, or if there needs to be something, if there's something that needs to be addressed, feel free to let me know. You guys could either let me know in the chats or feel free to drop a comment down below in the comment section, and I will definitely take a look at that as well. And if you guys are new to the channel and have not yet got a chance to get subscribed, go ahead and get subscribed for more content. And be sure to turn on all those beautiful bell notifications so therefore you won't miss out on any news updates and much more as everything does come out here on the channel. I have not been doing PSAs for a while, guys, because I have not recently ran across anything specifically. So I will definitely I'll definitely keep you guys informed if I happen to find out something very urgent. PSAs might pop up on the channel unexpected, so definitely do expect this if I happen to come across any urgent news that needs to be shared immediately. Let's try to spread the awareness and let's try to keep everybody informed of exactly what's going on. You guys are also more than welcome to share out the live stream as well if you like. You don't actually have to, but that would actually be very appreciated if you guys would be able to share my live out to friends, family, whoever. Um, again, that definitely does go to help support the channel. And if this is your first time being a subscriber to the channel, I definitely do want to thank you guys as well for subscribing to it. I will try my absolute best not to disappoint. I know sometimes my live stream can be a little boring because I've noticed I don't really get very many views on here, but hey, it is what it is. My sub count is low right now, guys, but I did say something along the lines of doing the world's hottest chocolate challenge once I get to the 100,000 sub mark. So I do understand that this is going to be a very time consuming process. So I'm at terms with that right now. So hopefully, hopefully here in the next few weeks, I could possibly get some more information about GTA 6 and much more info about that. I'm going to try to absorb as much information as I possibly can. Then again, I'm definitely going to be waiting for the announcement to be made from Rockstar if they are in fact going to be coming out with that game here in 2026 or if it's going to be carrying over to the next year. So nobody really knows exactly when these games are going to be coming out. Nobody knows exactly when the launch date is going to be set, except for the devs themselves. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I'm definitely going to do it all I can to make sure that I provide the most accurate news, updates, and plenty more content. Again, today I do not have my laptop sitting next to me, but once I do have my laptop sitting, once I decide to grab my laptop and put it on the stream, that could be announced. But there's a lot of other things that I also do on PC as well. So if you guys definitely would like to know more about getting to know your computer, I can show you guys some ins and outs. But again, I don't have the answers to everything specifically, but and nor am I going to pretend like I do because I really don't. There's a lot of things on here that's still a learning experience. Some things I haven't done in quite a while, so I may have some of those things kind of resurface. But then again, if this is your first time ever owning a computer, feel free to let me know down in the chats or feel free to drop a comment down below. And let's get a hashtag first time ownership of a PC. And I will show you guys exactly how to get to know your computer. So I definitely do want to apologize sincerely about the past few live streams, guys. I have been extremely exhausted. I am actually a little bit more well rested today than I was for the past few days, as you guys could obviously see. I was kind of starting to somewhat doze off between here and there, kind of nodding off. I did, in fact, get a really good night's sleep last night, so that is absolutely fantastic. So again, if even when I do happen to grab my PC, my other laptop, I will definitely have that sitting right next to me. So if you guys are not exactly sure how to run an A/B test on your PC, which is basically an antivirus software that basically checks your whole entire computer for viruses, and it will let you know if there's been one or several detected. I will show you guys exactly how to do that. And hopefully we can get your computer back up and running to its full capacity. Also, hard drive system errors and stuff like that. I will even show you guys how to do all that as well for those of you who have no idea what to do, where to go, and how to kind of clear things up. So I will definitely try to put this on the very next live stream, which will be this coming Thursday. Like I said, guys, I didn't have enough time to grab that today, so I will definitely squeeze this into my next. um, I'm gonna make the time to put this onto my next live stream, so hopefully this will actually help you guys out. If it does, feel free to hit that thumbs up, smash that heart button. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and get subscribed for more. And for those who are new subs, if there are any new subs on here, I will be giving you guys a shout out at the beginning and at the end of that specific live stream. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything like that, or if there's something you think that I may have been missing, which obviously there could be some things I could be missing. If so, let me know down below. Or let me know in the chats. So hopefully, guys, this does in fact help you all out. If it does, that is absolutely fantastic. I don't have a list of games right now currently, but I'm definitely going to be getting back into certain areas and try to keep you guys up to date of what's going on with most of the new games that are going to be released possibly in 2026. But the only thing is, I don't exactly have that information currently at this time. So, some people say it is what it is, but it's true. And on other news updates and much more, I got some stuff I got to move around here, guys. Got a few lighters and stuff I'm gonna move. So, if you guys do have some things that you would like to share on here, feel free to do so. Let's keep all comments in the chats, and let's keep all comments in the comment section down below. Let's keep this all appropriate, guys, because if there is a vulgar remark being made, more than likely that comment may get removed. So just to let y'all know. But other than that, guys, I don't really have any more news specifically pertaining to any new game releases currently at this time. But if you guys would like to know more about what I do and stuff like that, you guys are also more than welcome to check out some of my other videos as well. I did make one of how to fix grayed out apps on iOS. Well, basically, if your apps are shaded out, I could. It shows you. It's very much self-explanatory, guys. You can actually restore your app less than 5 minutes. It doesn't really take that long. But if you guys would like to know exactly how to do that, I can show you a short demonstration. And the demonstrations that I usually do on here, guys, is also for educational purposes as well as knowing exactly what it is that you're going up against. So say, for instance, if you're having an issue with any of your apps on iOS, like per se. I'll use one as an example. Weather. Now say this app were to be shaded out, okay? I'm going to show you how to fix that. So the first thing you're going to want to do is come back over here to your main page. Go into your Apple Store. Hang on a second. I got my internet disabled. Here we go. And so now you can either type it in or you can basically go into, or you can use audio for your app as well. So I'm going to say weather. So once you pull up your weather app, guys, you'll see that this right here does not have a cloud with the arrow pointing through it or with the box with any of that other stuff. So if you happen to see one like this right here and you happen to see this and your app is still grayed out, that's because it's trying to automatically update and it's kind of stuck in limbo. So what you're going to want to do is if you happen to see your app shaded out, come over to this little cloud icon, go ahead and press that. And once you do that, guys, go back to your home screen, scroll over here, and you'll notice that you'll see like it starting to download because what you're doing is you're overriding the automatic download with a manual download. So you're basically telling your phone, your iPhone, to download. So you're basically pushing a manual override over the automatic update. So once that completes, your app will be fully restored. You'll be able to use your app again. And hopefully that does help you guys out. If it does, leave a like. Feel free to share out the content. And definitely get subscribed if you're not already, because that does go to help support the channel. And if you guys have any more issues with your iOS systems, if it's a iPhone, if it's an iPad, something like that, guys, let me know exactly what you're having issues with, and I'll help try to guide you through this as much as I possibly can. Because, guys, ladies and gentlemen, as a simple reminder for those of you who don't know, I've been doing this type of stuff way before I went to IT. So I've got I have exactly 15 years of experience with mobile devices and also with computers. So I've been doing this for a very long time. I'm not saying that that I'm a tech vet at this. No, I'm not. But I do have a very extended history with computers. So if you guys would like to know exactly what I went to school for, hang tight. I'll show you I will show you this here in just a second. Matter of fact, I've already got the picture pulled up. Imagine that. This is what I went to school for, guys. This is me. IT support specialist. That was my major. That's what I specialized in. But evidently, that was not exactly the class I wanted to go to, because the class I wanted to go to was basically fixing, repairing, and possibly even building new computers and old computers. Because there's a system that I was looking forward to building and redoing. This computer here, the one I just showed you guys, sorry about the glass being dirty because because this computer here, I'm going to be doing a PC rebuild. Hopefully, when prices start to come down to a little bit more of an affordable price area. I may be doing a full PC rebuild, but I will not be doing that on the channel, guys, because I'm going to need to focus my concentration on exactly what it is I'm doing. It's going to be kind of hard to watch the chats and also pay attention to what I'm doing, so therefore I'm not getting sidetracked. So once I get the process up and going, once I'm able to get the parts, if you guys do have an HP computer and you guys are in fact looking for different parts, don't go through HP, guys, because their customer service, when it comes to parts, they're just going to give you a website to check out, and that website's not guaranteed. So I think the website's nothing but a complete sham. But there is a new computer store that's already opening. There is several different branches all across, in most, well, not all across the U.S., but in most places in the United States. Um, Micro Center, guys. That's the name of the store. It's they are in fact opening different micro centers all across the United States. They're getting ready to open up different branches across the United States. So far, there's only a few of these places. You guys will actually be able to buy brand new parts instead of used parts. Because when HP sells their computers, they do turn those on to test them after manufacturing. So they go from new to used pretty quick because they use them to test them to see if they're functioning correctly, make sure everything is working properly. They're not exactly new, brand new. They're actually brand used. So if they're used for testing, it's been used once. So for them to be able to sell something and try to proclaim that it's brand new, don't don't believe the hype, guys, because all their computers are in fact used. So just to kind of give you a little bit of an update with that as well. Also, guys, if you do have Microsoft in your PC and you're looking to get rid of Microsoft, download. The only thing that I could possibly suggest trying out is Linux or Linux Mint. Or if you guys are definitely looking forward to streaming online and you don't feel like downloading Linux, download Steam's operating system, because Valve is basically wanting people to check out their official download for Steam's operating system. Yes, they do have their own operating system out now, guys. You'll still be able to do all the same stuff that you'll be able to do on Windows. You'll be able to do the same on Steam, and you'll also be able to do the same thing on Linux. But if you do download Linux or Steam's operating system, definitely do make sure that you transfer all that information into a thumbstick, 32 gigabytes or 64 gig. Because if you try to download that into your computer and you have a BIOS update, your BIOS will actually erase all of that information and you're going to lose all that data, guys. So definitely make sure that when you do definitely make sure that you have everything transferred directly to a thumbstick, 32 gigs or higher. Because if your BIOS decides to update, it's not going to recognize the new installation. And like I said, guys, you are definitely going to lose all that data. So that's basically going to put you right back at square one. So definitely transfer that over to a thumbstick, 32 gigs or 64. So then once you have all that connected, so once you have that thumbstick plugged into your computer and you do have Linux or Steam's operating system downloaded onto that, once your BIOS does update, that will not have any effect on your thumbstick because you'll still be able to run that while you're, oh, excuse me. You'll still be able to run that either operating system directly from your thumb drive onto your PC, and that will not have any personal effect on any of your BIOS or your UEFI, which is basically a modernized, excuse me, a modernized version of your BIOS. So that will not alter your computer in any way, shape, or form. You'll still be able to have access to it. You'll still be able to use it. But also, guys, Microsoft, you have no privacy with them. They have all your information once you have your computer on from entering your passwords and stuff like that. All that stuff does get sent back to Microsoft. It gets leaked back directly to them. So they know your passwords. They know all this, that, and the other. They know pretty much everything that you're doing on your computer because what your PC is doing is actually taking their Microsoft is taking screenshots of your system every 3 seconds. That should be invasion of privacy, and I think that the RICO Act should be enacted. I think they should be charged under the RICO Act. Racketeering influence corrupt organization. That's what RICO stands for, guys. So if you are definitely wanting to uninstall Microsoft, I would possibly recommend uninstalling it. Either get either check out Linux Mint or check out Steam's operating system. Now, if you guys want a better encryption system on your computer, get rid of BitLocker, uninstall it. If you guys can actually get the chip uninstalled from the motherboard and the TPM chip, get those both removed from the motherboard. And I would possibly suggest downloading Veracrypt. Veracrypt will actually keep your privacy very secured. Nothing will get, I don't think anything when it comes to your personal privacy will be leaked back to any other places. Veracrypt is top notch when it comes to your personal privacy. So if you have like PDAs, you have family photos, et cetera, all in your computer, Veracrypt will actually keep all that information very safe, very secure, and they do support your guys' privacy. And as a simple legal disclaimer, I have absolutely zero affiliation with any of these two companies that I mentioned or any other things that I've mentioned here on the channel. I have absolutely zero part. I have no partnership, no apprenticeship or sponsorship with any of these entities whatsoever. So just to clarify that as a legal disclaimer. So if you guys are in fact watching this and you have not mentioned, if you have not heard me mention anything about the legal disclaimer, that has already been mentioned here on the channel, guys. So therefore, I bear no legal responsibility but I'm also helping them to promote. But guys, if you are definitely wanting to secure your privacy a lot better, definitely download VeraCrypt, because that is basically a system encryption. It's kind of like I don't think I have any idea what other type of things that there are. BitLocker is basically an encryption, but BitLocker does leak information back to Microsoft. If you have OneDrive, that information that's stored in your OneDrive, that will also get leaked back to Microsoft. Anything that pertains to your Microsoft account will in fact be leaked back to Microsoft, because that's all tied into your Microsoft account, guys. So if you definitely do want to secure your privacy, if you definitely want to enhance your privacy, check out VeraCrypt, and most definitely, guys, check out Linux Mint, or feel free to check out Steam's operating system. Because with Linux, I'll tell you something about Linux, guys. There are certain programs that you can actually use that are also compatible for Linux Mint, or any version of Linux, really. Um, you could also use Microsoft Edge on Linux Mint, or any version of Linux installation. But if you're getting rid of Linux Mint, why would you want to use Microsoft Edge on Linux Mint when you're trying to uninstall Microsoft? To me, that makes absolutely no sense. Hopefully, you guys can give me some better insight on this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But I don't see what the purpose of that would be, because that would kind of be defeating the purpose of uninstalling something just to reinstall something back in to your computer that actually guarantees zero privacy. That's just my opinion on that, guys. Let me know what you think in the chats. Feel free to let me know, or feel free to drop a comment down below in the comment section. Um, but yeah, I mean, myself personally, all bullshit aside, if you guys are looking to uninstall Windows, I would probably even recommend uninstalling BitLocker, and also uninstall the TPM. You might have to go into your BIOS to uninstall those, guys. But VeraCrypt, I would possibly recommend down installing that directly into your PC, but also have a backup on hand. So definitely put a backup drive onto your thumbstick. If that gives you the option to do so, I would possibly put VeraCrypt on a separate thumbstick. So hopefully this does, in fact, help you guys out. If it does, absolutely fantastic. So I don't know if, like I said, guys, if it comes down to it, if you ever decided to install VeraCrypt, or if you decided to install Linux Mint into your PC after uninstalling Windows operating system, I would definitely suggest checking everything in your BIOS to make sure that BitLocker and all that other shit's all that other, yeah, I'll just say it this way. Make sure that all that other bullshit's gone from that, and just install Linux Mint, or Steam's operating system, whichever one you choose is fine. But if you definitely want to secure your privacy, VeraCrypt is the best way to go, guys. Also, if you do have an issue with your computer, check out FortTech. I did mention this several times before on other previous episodes, previous other streams, but also I'm going to show you guys what FortTech is all about. Sorry about the mess, guys. I just been very busy doing other stuff. So let's see here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's go here. All right, guys. So I'm getting ready to open up FortTech right here. It should pop up any moment in the middle of the screen. There it is. Just like that, guys. Check that out. Welcome to FortTech. Perform a death analysis for optimal performance, robust security, and seamless computing experience. So once you check out FortTech, guys, this little icon right here, once you type in FortTech, go to malware and repair. This should be the icon you'll be seeing. So go ahead and click on that start button here. And right now it's collecting data, PC profile. So this is all the stuff that it's going to do, guys. It's going to run through and it's going to scan every file in your computer. This right here is the free version that I'm running. And there's been one time I've ran this whole entire thing right here. This only took 1 minute, 17 seconds to download, or not download, but 1 minute, 17 seconds to complete. Once it completes, absolutely fantastic. Malware and PUA. So right now it's scanning for malware. And if you guys do have Microsoft downloaded and installed, just let you guys know, Microsoft also contains malware and spyware. Which should in fact be 110% illegal for them to do, because if they're giving you, because if they're selling information and stuff like that pertaining to their software, if in fact you did not sign anything and you agreed to their terms of use by that being digital without a physical signature, guys, that document is null and void. That's not even a legal document. Right now, this has already been completed. So this stuff over here is basically what all you have right here, guys. They do have a website, so if you do decide to, what the hell? I've never seen that before. So they do have a website, guys. Go ahead and click onto the website. Let me go ahead and close this out. Well, guys, evidently it's not going to show me the website on here, so there are three different plans to choose from. They do have a 5-star rating all across the board, guys. They are also PCI DSS compliant, and also they do offer a 60-day money back guarantee. But again, as a simple legal disclaimer, I have absolutely zero affiliation with FortTech. I do not have any partnership, apprenticeship, or sponsorship with FortTech thereof. So now that I got that disclaimer off, my chest. I have absolutely zero affiliation with FortTech. I have zero affiliation with Linux. I have zero affiliation. Also, I have no affiliation with um, Veracrypt. So I have I have nothing whatsoever with any one of those companies. Microsoft is in fact a corporation, guys. So just to kind of give you a little bit of a rundown, when it comes to corporations, they don't seem to think that people like you and I have rights. For example, I am not a licensed attorney because when it comes to the legal aspect of the United States, guys, none of the courthouse or none of the judicial systems are licensed to practice law. They study they took an oath to the British Accreditation Registry, which is known as the Bar Association, which also is connected directly to British Parliament. So that's a conflict of interest. And I'll tell you why. During the time of November 11th, 1776, when we signed our Constitution and our Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence actually separated the United States from the British Parliament. So, with the legal system still connected and tied in to the British Parliament, is a direct violation of Title 18. So, that's conflict of interest. How could they say that they could be representing people in the United States if they have, in fact, been affiliated with the British Parliament shortly after the Declaration of Independence has been signed? That's kind of a contradictory towards, they're basically contradicting themselves when it comes to a legal aspect of law. There's okay, and also, guys, just to let you know, there are three jurisdictions of law: common law jurisdiction, admiralty, and shit, what's that other one? Maritime law. Common law, admiralty, and maritime law. Those are three jurisdictions. If they say that that's criminal, they say that it's anything else. Criminal law does not exist, guys. Now, let's say you get pulled over one day and a cop writes you a ticket. One morning you wake up and just, you just kind of look at that for a minute. One day you just say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not paying this ticket. They may threaten you with arrest under duress. But if you don't pay the ticket, you're not responsible for it because the cop who wrote the ticket for you to you is the beneficiary of that ticket. So that cop has to pay that ticket that he wrote you due to the fact that you did not sign that because he co-signed it for you. So that cop automatically becomes the beneficiary of that ticket, which depletes you of any legal responsibility. Now they can threaten you with arrest, they can threaten you with a warrant, this, that, and the other. Mm-mm. You take that to trial and you tell them that you paid that out of duress, acts and forms of intimidation, bingo. That case is automatically null and void, which is out of their line of jurisdiction. Because, for one, with that being a victimless crime and there's no potential victim involved, except for yourself being the victim of being cited a ticket, you have every right to claim sovereignty. So, the more you know, the more you grow. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely do hope that this does help you out. I've actually helped quite a few people. I've helped two other people beat their court cases. And I've also beat a few cases myself. So, and the fact is, I didn't even need to have a lawyer because, again, guys, like I said, all of your judicial systems in the United States are not, and I will say this again, are not licensed to practice law. So there's no law that says that you have to have a license to practice law. Anyone can step into a courtroom and represent themselves or also represent someone else. Because now let me explain this to you. There's two different types of constitutions in the United States. The first one is 1851. That is the Constitution of the United States Corporation, which violates every aspect of the United States Constitution of November 11th, 1776. I would say that it's time for America to step up and abolish the 1851 Constitution of the United States Corporation. Because under corporate law, no American has rights. Under the United States Constitution of 1776, gives us the rights by our Creator that was endowed to us from our Creator and not by government. Because also with the Constitution of 1776 gives us the rights to be able to film in a public place, also gives us the right to free speech, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, freedom to assemble, and also, guys, freedom of religion. The Second Amendment also states under the United States Constitution, Section 9, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So any infringement on the Second Amendment is actually a violation of 18 U.S. Code, subsection 2381 of the United States Constitution thereof, committing treason by definition. Treason is also punishable by death. That carries the death penalty. And also, guys, there is no statute of limitation on treason and crimes against humanity. Anything that falls under Title 18 has no statute of limitation. Oppressing free speech, that violates 18 U.S. Code subsection 2381 of the United States Constitution. So therefore, that is also treason by definition. So guys, just to let you all know, I am a constitutionalist. I do know a lot about constitutional law. I do know a lot about civil cases. I know a lot about I do know some things about different types of defenses and stuff like that when it comes to actual court cases. Now, let me kind of explain something to you guys. If you guys go to a court system, if you guys get charged with anything and that does not involve a victim, the moment you declare sovereignty, the judge cannot step down past the podium, because if that judge does, that judge actually steps out of his his or her line of jurisdiction, which means if the judge gives you a fine of $50,000 and that judge steps down past that podium after the fact you declared sovereignty, that judge is also responsible for the fines that they try to give you in court. Because also in the Constitution, guys, ladies and gentlemen, it states directly in the Constitution of the United States under 1776, all debts must be paid in either gold or silver. It has to be asset backed. Anything else outside of that is extortion. And you, as an American citizen, can actually declare a citizen's arrest on any judge, any lawyer, or even the prosecuting defense attorney. That's facts. If they step out of their line of jurisdiction, you have the right to declare a citizen's arrest right then and right there in that courtroom. Some lawyers may say, oh, well, no, that's not necessarily true. This is not. Actually, it is. Because what they're trying to feed you is propaganda off of corporate law. Constitutional law of 1776 gives you the rights to do so. In most cases, if you take your case to trial and you basically refused any type of if you basically refused any type of corporate entity to represent your case, for them to be bought off to lose your case, you take yourself to trial and you win your court case, your name goes directly into a law book, and that law is actually passed under your name. So once they put your name in the law books, they have to give you a bar exam right there in that courtroom. Once you pass their bar exam that the judge issues right there, you don't even have to pass. See, the thing is, they're not licensed to practice law. So you're legal to practice law anytime you like. That's the best part of being an American. So they would actually give you a license to practice law. Now, if they have you take the oath, if they were to have me take an oath, I would take an oath under the United States Constitution of 1776, not 1851, under the United States Corporation. I would actually take the 1776 oath, and I've already taken that oath several times before, of our original Constitution before they decided to put a corporation's constitution in place that violates all aspects of the original document. Your name will go down into the books itself, and you will be legal to practice law. You're legal to practice law anyway. With or without your signature in those books, you are legally allowed to practice law, because all the court systems here in the United States are not legally licensed under US the Constitution of 1776. And it states you have the right to face your accuser. You have a right to be heard. Unlike different corporations such as Google, TikTok, YouTube, places like that think that they can govern what you say and what you can't say, what you are allowed to say, and what they think that you're not allowed to say. It's not a matter of what they decide you can say, what you can't say. You're allowed to express yourself freely. So definitely do keep this in mind, guys. If you do have any questions, comments, or anything to that sort of nature, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and get subscribed for more content, and be sure to turn on all those wonderful bell notifications so therefore you won't miss out on anything else directly here on the channel. But with that being said, guys, I'm getting ready to sign off for the night. It is past 9 o'clock p.m. Usually I stay until 9:30, but I've been staying on until 9. So, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely do hope that you learned quite a bit from this live stream. If you have, feel free to hit that like button, smash that heart button. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and get subscribed for more content. And again, be sure to flick the hell out of that bell notification and show that bell notification exactly who's boss. Because, oh, excuse me, because that does go to help support the channel. And with that being said, guys, I definitely do want to thank you guys for coming to hang out with me here on the channel. And with that being said, as always, guys, be safe, stay sharp, stay frosty, most of all, stay vigilant. And also, as an additional to this as well, know exactly what your constitutional rights are and exercise those, because if you don't exercise them, either use them or you'll lose them. But as always, stay sharp, stay frosty, stay vigilant. Until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.